Well, hello, and welcome to the Underwood Baptist Church devotional series for August the 11th, 2022. So, are you keeping up with your daily Proverbs? I sure hope so. So, today you'll find yourself in Proverbs 11 if you're following along. And if we can pick up in verse 1, a false balance is an abomination to the Lord. Abomination being that which is despised, hated. Um, uh, in other words, the Lord detests. Um, so, a false balance. So, back in the days of early mankind, if you will, merchants had to have a just or correct balance before you had standardized weights and measurements and things like that were backed by the government. And therefore, when you went to the market and you wanted a pound of flour, for example, or you wanted a cup of wheat, if you will, I don't know exactly how that would work. Because we don't trade like that anymore, but it was important to those that did trade like that the weights would be just, that they would be correct, that they would be fair. Because, ultimately no one will ever be able to say that God wasn't fair. God has always been fair to us. It is us that turned our backs on Him. Uh, you know, the created turned on the Creator, not the other way around. If anything, God has always desired and still desires a loving relationship with those that He holds dear to His heart. He fashioned us and knitted us together, as you will. And therefore, we are meant to have a good and prosperous relationship. If we continue reading in verse 1 of chapter 11, Proverbs chapter 11, a just weight is his delight. As a person of value, someone who has realized, I've committed sins, offenses against his Creator, against God, who has a standard, the ultimate standard, that can weigh out the thoughts and the intents of the heart, that knows if you give grudgingly when you provide your tithes and offerings, or if you tip generously to the server who is working to provide the meal from the kitchen to your table and to take care of your drinks and things of that nature. He can discern the very thoughts and the intent of your heart and how you give. And if you're fair in your business dealings, if you're fair in your relationships, or if it's done out of necessity or duty, or is it done out of love? As a person of value, the Creator God loved us beyond measure. And because He loved us beyond measure, He provided for us a way to be redeemed back to Him, to be bought back to Him. He became the sin that we committed. And while we may find that very hard to rationalize how He could take that which was grotesque and putrid, the sins that Evan committed, and placed it upon Himself, He became that which was unjust, that I may be just. Again, Proverbs 11:1, a false balance is an abomination to the Lord, but a just weight is His delight. He made us His delight when He took upon the weight of sin. So not just in our business dealings and not just in our relationships, but as a person of value, be His delight. And do those things that would put a smile on God's face, that would help others. Put yourself last. You'll be much happier, and you will be a just weight for others and for him. As a person of value, think about that today, and may the Lord of heaven richly bless you.